Thank you both so much for taking the time today. I'm obsessed with this show. Uh, Devastated that it's ending. I hope that's not the case, and I hope it gets picked up. But for you guys, how much fun was it to get to sprinkle so many things from previous seasons into this season? Because I had a blast watching it.
It was awesome. I mean, we always wanted to make sure that we felt like we had a culmination of a couple different storylines happening. So we do that. But then it was also like the Red Goobler, nobody was asking for him to come back. We wanted to bring him back, and we had some bills to pay for the end of last season. We're bringing the Commander's Arc back. And I think that for us, it's always the unexpected thing. Like we want it to be funny, but if you've been here the whole time, we want unexpected cameos to come back. And if we had kept going, we would have just kept doing that in
Oh
future
yeah,
seasons for sure.
we wanted to bring the angry dirty Peach played by Josh Gad back from an assistant. But
Yeah, we had a
honestly,
whole side story for him
he did
actually.
have a whole side story. He goes to Atlanta and Atlanta's like burning. But I think Mike said it best in our cameos and our references. Most of the time, it is no one's asking for them, and if no one's asking for them, then they work on Solar.
100%. Like watching this, my husband, I know we're not supposed to share screeners, sorry, but he's like a massive fan too. And we were like, it was like one of those, like, and at the end, I was so sad. Like, I'm not
I
gonna lie, I was
know.
like really sad.
But that
Um,
means 6 seasons right now is really hard to achieve.
this is
And
true.
we got to do what we wanted the entire time. There was never a season that was like, this one's for Hulu. They get to decide. Like, we had a blast the entire time. And then, like, it was such a mix of like aspirational, awesome stuff that, like, oh, we're working with hilarious people like Tiffany Haddish and Middleditch. And you know what I mean? Like, just awesome all time comedian, funny voice actors like Rob Schraub. You know what I mean? Like, who
Yeah.
plays the principal is so funny. But then also, like, in the wall, we got to make our own drama the entire time. You know what I mean? And like get to work with an entire other caliber of more dramatic people like, Melina, like Alfred Molina playing the Duke and Sterling K. Brown and obviously Christina Hendricks the whole time. Like getting to do all of that together, it's like, I think the only reason we feel bad that we don't get to do more is like we're greedy little rats. Like we just love making the show and we just want to do more, but we love everything we've done in it.
I mean, it's easily one of the best shows ever on television. I think I have so much fun with it. The Wall. I don't want to talk. I don't want to get into spoilers, but
Okay.
I love The Wall. I've always loved it. I thought it's been a brilliant like through everything. Epic ending. Was this always kind of what you anticipated, I guess, to wrap up that story, or did you just come up with it
The,
recently?
thematically, it was. This
Okay.
was not like when we started The Wall, I thought every season we were going to do, oh, a new sci fi thing happens and that will unexpectedly become the B story. And then we fell in love with The Wall. So The Wall became a longer term project where every season we had to still be surprising, but it was encased in the idea of The Wall, right? And so that's why we were able to do a murder mystery and a creature feature and and a western, like all the different things we did in The Wall. And the point of The Wall to me, not to give anything away, is that, you know, history repeats. People who try to be in power, no matter if they're doing it for nefarious purposes or to be good, that that power corrupts and things you can't control things.
Yep.
That like being honest and earnest and working together and not having to force people into a structure, that's always going to be better than somebody being in charge. And even when the good people are in charge, you get this little hint at the end of the season that maybe all will not be well. So thematically, the wall ended in a way that I wanted it to end, while also being a promise that if we get to do more, there's a lot more adventures to, and we've already mapped out how the wall would go if we got a season 7, to be honest.
What? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I
No one
want.
asked us to once again.
We love to work
Listen.
when we're not being paid. You know what I mean? It's our thing.
Yeah, listen. I get it though because I can understand these are like your babies. Like you have a plan for them. For both of you, and it's so sad that, like I said, that this is ending, but do you guys have a favorite memory from working on this show?
Uh, I
I
mean,
will tell you one of the
yeah, go for
first
it.
memories ever, because remember, like, you work on a show, especially an animated show, and it's a year before it comes out. And even I think ours was longer because we started, I think, in the fall of 2018. 2019, maybe? I can't remember. I think it was the
A
fall
little
of
earlier.
2018, and it didn't come out until April of
The
20.
pandemic.
Yeah.
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 And I remember, and you never know at the beginning of the show, you just never know. And I'm going to forget her name, but she's now been nominated for multiple Oscars. The old lady who's in the,
June
oh,
Squibb.
Dune Squibb plays the old lady who lives down the street in the second episode ever. And she's the head of the HOA, and the guys want to run against her. And she's this sweet old lady who makes this crazy speech. And she was the first actor we ever recorded outside of our main actors. And I remember listening to it being like, oh my God, show's going to work. I knew right from that moment, I'm like, this show is going to work. It's going to be insane, but it's going to work.
I think it was when we aired the first season, we did the All on the Wall episode, the kind of surprise, big, dramatic, cinematic episode. And just the artists created an entire other world that felt like we had never seen it, but it felt familiar. And the story worked, the violence and the stakes and the twists and the turns. I remember just thinking like, man, this thing we have that gets to be funny and dramatic, and we get to change the rules all the time. Like going into season 2, I was like almost overwhelmed with possibility of what we could do. And just that feeling just the entire time, like doing holiday specials that Hulu hadn't even asked for. And we were like, guess what we're going to do? You know what I mean? And like, just getting to do a show where the funniest stuff won, but so did love. And so did these big, long storylines about these unabashedly queer, funny immigrant aliens that are both you love, but also are just so unrelatable often. Like it's just, there's nothing else like it. But when you're doing it, it's so clear. Like everybody who's working on the show, from the cast to the artists to the writers, like everybody gets what's fun about this show because we're just having a blast, and that was really cool. And I think that all settled for me right when we saw that episode play, the 7th episode of the first season.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. I think it's a perfect show. I literally have no complaints for any episode ever. I rewatch them all the time. It's like a comfort show for me. So thank you guys for that. Thank you all so much for taking the time.
Hello.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Listen, I'm obsessed with this show. I love it. And I am so devastated that it's ending. But what a season to go out on. For all of you, and I guess we can start with Sean because I see you first on my screen. Can you give me like a favorite memory of working on this show?
Early on, I was kind of scared to swear, and like I would always kind of be apprehensive. But then by the end, I think I got too eager, and so it's like a whole journey with my relationship with swearing because, yeah, and well, but more heartfelt, I guess, like going to Comic-Cons, hanging out with everyone that's making it, and that's been fun too. So yeah, that's.
How about you, Dan?
Yeah, I mean, swearing is a big one because I realized early on that Mike, who was our showrunner, didn't know a lot of British swear words, or the way that a British Corvo would swear is different to how an American Corvo swears. So yeah, being able to just yell bollocks repeatedly, which is very satisfying. It's very cathartic. It's actually scientifically proven to be very good for you if you yell bollocks a lot. So this there you go. Don't you feel better?
That's great.
So this show has actually been very good for my health in general.
How about for you, Mary?
Well, I gotta tell you, one of my favorite memories was, we were like before season 1 came out, we were in the Bang Pop Studios in Burbank there, and well, I don't know what they're called. I have 2 favorite memories. One was Sean was like really even younger when he started, and I got to calm Sean's mom down for like driving because she was trying to cart you around to places so you could get there faster. And Sean's mom is from Chicago. And I'm like, oh my God, she's from a great big city and she's nervous. And I'm from like the woods. And I felt so proud of myself that I was calming Sean's traffic. She's used to traffic. I calmed her down. And that's one of my favorite moments after our session together And then my other favorite moment is we had to do some press and they wanted us to improv something and I was really rusty on improv and I had to go with Thomas who was like a big old special on improv. And so and I was really bad because I was tired and I was probably on several medications and I was like not able to even speak words, much less improv. And then I did really bad and I said, sorry, Thomas. And he said, no, you were fine. And that is one of my very favorite.
Not good, just fine.
I was like, he's so nice for being such a professional at improv, like one of the very best in the world, really, one of them. And he was so kind and understood that not everybody is good at improv every day.
Yeah.
And that made me realize these guys are like really nice people to work with.
Oh, I love that. That's
Yeah.
so sweet. Yeah.
That's
Well,
the human story, Tessa.
I love it. I love it so much. Thank you for that. Now, one of my favorite things about this season is how much stuff comes back from previous seasons. I feel like they were like, okay, this is it. We're just going to really bring everything in. For you guys, how fun was it like reading the scripts and seeing things pop in?
Oh,
For anyone.
good.
Sean.
Oh, it was great. It was great. Thank goodness for the Red Goobler and the flashbacks and everything, because it's helpful to remember because some of the stuff, because some of it came from season one, and so there was. But yeah, it was. It makes it all satisfying if it potentially is our ending to have everything kind of show up again and really finalize in some ways.
Mm-hmm.
Having the Red Goobler back is a challenge because I did my best to do the Red Goobler voice early on, and then realized it was coming back, and I'd forgotten how it very nearly makes me throw up when I do the Red Goobler voice. And there's such extensive dialogue where I'm like this, like talk like this, and there's like whole whereas before it was like one or two lines. It was like, oh, I can throw that out there. But now he has like full dialogue scenes that we would have to do and redo. And we always had to like leave that to the end, have a little bucket on standby,
How about for you, Mary?
I forgot the question already.
Just seeing everything come back from over the last few seasons.
Yes. I put myself in the viewer's position and I think, this must be like hitting that 10th punch on a coffee card. You know what I mean? Like when you have a frequent coffee member card, like you hit that 10th punch and you're like, I earned this. I was there from the beginning and now I know what that means still in season 6. I think it's very rewarding for the watchers. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I think that it's a fun thing.
Yeah. I mean, I've been there from the beginning and I tell all my friends, like, this show is so good. And like, Dan, when you came in, it was so seamless and so perfect. I felt like, and it cracked me up. Like just the opening from that first episode with you, I was like, this is great. This is just what we're doing. It's perfect. It was so perfect. So for you guys, what do you hope? And I know, Mary, you just kind of touched on it a little bit, but like, what do you hope this gives to those who have been here from the beginning? What do you hope they take away from what is hopefully not the final season?
Yeah, good point. We're for sale. Sorry, Hulu. I know you're running this Zoom.
But what do you hope they take away? Yeah, Sean.
Well, there were a lot of like answers and like lore, and even like biological like Schlorpian things. Like there's so much that was revealed in this season. So I think it's like a lot of the answers that they've kind of been like pushing off. Like I remember like season 1 talking about like what's the pupa do and all this stuff, and then we get to see some stuff going down. And so I think it's like a lot of the answers, but then it also there is kind of like a jump off point. If it does get picked up, there's some ideas that could really be interesting to play off. So it's nice conclusion, but there's more.
Yes, exactly.
There's more. Great job, Sean. Way to leave that open-ended for a quick transition into another network.
Listen. So we want.
Sorry, Hulu.
Listen, it's their fault. I'm just going to say it. They could have picked you up for another season. So you don't have to apologize to them, Mary.
Yeah, I mean, they could just tomorrow be like, whoops, our bad.
They could. It's true.
Come back in.
All right. Well, that's my time, guys. Thank you so much. And
Tessa,
Thank
you
you.
rock.
Thank
Look
you.
at all your
You guys
cool
are
stuff
amazing.
back there.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Come
hopefully
back and
there's
talk
more.
to us again sometime.
Listen, for the next season, when it gets picked up somewhere else, we'll do it.
And
Thanks,
it has been a joy working for Hulu, Tessa.
guys.
So
Yeah. Thanks, guys.